So you may be asking yourself, hey, why does YouTube hate me? And the simple fact of the matter is, the true answer is that YouTube doesn't actually hate you. It's complicated. And ultimately, what I found out today was that roughly, I think it's over 98% of all channels on YouTube have less than 10,000 subscribers. So if we rule out the possibility of your channel becoming demonetized, like a situation that we are seeing happening to a lot of different creators for reusing content or having allegations presented against them in their personal lives, odds are 98 plus percent of channels will not reach over 10,000 subscribers. And although you don't need 10,000 subscribers to be monetized, the odds that a channel with less than 10,000 subscribers actually makes considerable AdSense revenue it's just not really likely. Therefore, what we have to do is we have to understand why channels succeed and why channels fail. Simple enough, most channels fail because most creators give up. But for those who don't give up and continue to create, upload videos, record, edit, optimize, collab, all these different things, they too can also fail. Much like channels that get demonetized. It would be a failure in my eyes if your channel was monetized at some point and then becomes demonetized, or if your channel never becomes monetized, or if your channel does reach monetization requirements, levels, and doesn't make money, if that were your goal. If it's just a fun little hobby and you want to connect and just talk to people, that's perfectly fine. By all means, have at it. But if you're trying to make a living, if you're trying to supplement your income, if you're trying to create a side hustle or passive income stream or promote your business or anything like that, then if you're not making money, then what are you really doing? And I don't want to lie to you. I don't want to perpetuate a false truth that, yeah, everybody who does this and gives it a shot and, follows the rules and, makes a great intro and, has a way to keep their audience attention for the first 30 seconds and has plenty of editing and high quality B-roll and footage and provides value is going to succeed, because the simple answer is, or the real truth and the fact of the matter is that doesn't really matter. So how do you win? How do you succeed on YouTube? Well, ultimately, it comes in the form of getting paid. And this doesn't have to come through AdSense, but if it doesn't come through AdSense, then it's got to come another way. And that could be through your own company, your own website, a third-party paywall, affiliates, sponsorships, brand deals, you name it. So you got options there. Now, more importantly, how do you get your channel to a point in which people watch the content that you create to even have an opportunity to connect to make money? And this can be done in a variety of ways. And ultimately, what I'm seeing right now is one way in particular, maybe two, actually works really, really well. But in the end, I don't think that they have a long-term sustainable future in regard to continuously producing revenue in a respectable way that would theoretically create a passive income stream. So at some point you could actually retire. Now, the other way is to go the noble route and be completely honest and upfront and forthcoming and truthful with your audience, and really try to instill in them some educational or entertaining value of some form, some sort. But yeah, guys, if you've been doing this long enough, then you probably agree with me that typically doesn't work. Much like over 98% of YouTube channels don't have more than 10,000 subscribers, I would venture out to say that over 98% of people who try to go about it the textbook route of the correct way to build a YouTube channel and a huge subscriber base and audience and make money, yeah, there's like a 1.75% chance that it would actually work. Why? This is because of the algorithm. And no, YouTube doesn't hate you. The algorithm doesn't hate you. It's the people. And no, the people don't hate you either, but essentially the algorithm is the people. The algorithm is the audience. And in order to gain their attention and the algorithm take notice and you to pretty much succeed over and above and beyond your competition, then you're going to have to do the things that your audience or the general public audience, especially if you're trying to go viral, hit the homepage, recommended, suggested, creator on the rise, or any of these possibilities that could propel your channel into enormous growth, rapid growth overnight. Then you have to realize that you have to gain the attention of the people. You have to gain the attention of the masses. You have to beat out your competition, and you got to continue to do it day in and day out. That is if your target goal is to capture all attention to get viral views. But if not, and you have a much more specific and targeted, niche down focus of who you specifically want to create content for and who you want to watch your videos, then you don't need all those numbers. They're vanity metrics. They really are. Even the 10,000 subscriber mark, which, like I said, over 98% of YouTube channels and YouTubers who get started will never cross the 10,000 subscriber mark. Even that is a vanity metric, really is. And it has no bearing whatsoever on the amount of money that you can and potentially could earn or are earning. I've got plenty of case studies to show you this, where we were just looking at a channel with over 1.3 million subscribers, and they had a live stream at roughly 1,500 people viewing. Whereas in comparison, we have our own channels that have a tenth of these subscribers and produce half the amount of viewers in a live stream. So there are specific nuances and topics of interest and deliveries and optimization through titles and thumbnails and all sorts of things to determine where this traffic is going to come from, where the views are going to come from, where the subscribers are going to come from, and ultimately where the money and the revenue and the income and the profit is going to come from. But again, these are all vanity metrics. We have channels with over 100,000, channels with over 400,000, channels with under 5,000, channels of all sorts of different sizes, different targets, topics of discussion, audience, niche, focus, and many of them are monetized. Some of them aren't, but guess what? They all make money. And that is going to be the game changer in determining and deciding ultimately, does YouTube hate me? Does the algorithm hate me? Or why does the YouTube algorithm hate me? Or why does no one want to watch my videos? Why am I not getting any views? Why am I not getting any subscribers? Why am I actually losing subscribers? Why am I not making any money? And again, most of these are vanity metrics, okay? But there are some solid, concrete facts and evidence that I could easily show you guys of what works and what works better, basically. But it all comes down to who you are, what your goals are, what you want your channel to be, and who your target audience is. And I will say this, despite the numbers and the statistics, if you don't have 10,000 subscribers, then you fall into the majority of the 98% plus that don't have 10,000 subscribers. But if you also don't know who your target audience is and who specifically you're intending to reach with your message, then that's going to be probably your biggest obstacle and hurdle getting started. So I would say, number one, figure that out first. And once you know that, then you're off to the races. Now, granted, there's going to be a whole lot more to it than just that, but at least you know the direction that you're going. You know the path that you need to travel, and you know some of the things and topics that you're probably going to need to discuss. But again, you're trying to gain the attention of the people, the audience, and compete with competition, which your competition is more than likely out there working really, really hard to win. And there's an old saying, and it says that he who tells the biggest lie wins. So if you take that and relate it to your competition, and your competition is continuously telling and perpetuating lies in order to gain attention by the people who want these, and you are not, then where do you think that's going to put you?